Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling. And man, I really appreciate you guys coming by the channel and spending some of your day with me. We're going to be talking about the surging popularity, and I do mean surging popularity, of the NPFL just over the last month, guys. They have effectively taken over the lead from Bassmaster and MLF, and I'm going to make the case for that. I'm going to explain to you why that is. I see it from the grassroots level. I see it from real bass fishermen out there. So we're going to dive into this in today's episode and sort of give you guys my opinion and commentary on that. Also, guys, before we get started, just a couple quick things I'd like to remind you guys of. Anyone interested in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, you can do that by going to my Facebook page, Randy Blaukat Professional Angler, and just shoot me a private message. And also, guys, a big thank you for me and my family to everybody out there that's been using and bookmarking all the links in my video descriptions. I mean, I hear a bunch of you guys talking about how you just bookmarked my Tackle Warehouse link for your tackle purchases. And if you guys are one of the viewers that have done that, thank you very much for me and my family. You really help keep the lights on around the house here and keep the channel on YouTube, so I really appreciate that. Okay, guys, I feel like I probably got a better pulse on what the real bass anglers in the United States are feeling like better than anyone else, guys. I've got over 100, well, between my three channels, I've got, close to 200,000 YouTube subscribers. I get thousands of comments a week, and the comments that I get, these thousands of comments that I get, they are really a macrocosm of the entire fishing industry, because I've got demographics anywhere between 18 to 80 years old on my channel, and what I try to look for is trends in the comments that they have. And I can tell you right now, guys, over the past year and a half or so, the trend is that all the people that watch my channel, all the subscribers, everything that I get, they think Bassmaster just absolutely sucks. They think the Elite Series sucks. They think the same about the MLF Bass Pro Tour, not quite as much, because I think number one is I just don't think there's the interest in the Bass Pro Tour like there is the Elite Series. And I've heard this comment over and over again about Bassmaster is dead to me. I'm not renewing my membership. I canceled my membership. Got hundreds and thousands of comments like that. Guys, the NPFL is on freaking fire right now. I have gotten my inboxes and comments. You can look in the comments. Nothing but good things, nothing but positivity about the NPFL. And you know what it is? It's what I've been talking about now at the top of my lungs for 3 years. No spotlighting for bass, no forward-facing sonar, no live scope, no illegitimate fishing. No illegitimate fishing success that is attributed through forward-facing sonar. The anglers in the country have responded to that, and they love the NPFL, because here's the thing about it, guys. If you watched any of the NPFL from last week down at Lake Eufaula, Oklahoma, look at what we saw down there. We saw Tommy Biffle flipping his silver biffle bug into a flooded bush catching fish. We saw Greg Hackney throwing a spinnerbait underneath a bridge culvert and catching bass doing that. That is what bass fishing is about. People want to see Tommy Biffle flipping that biffle bug into a bush, and they don't want to see the back of some flat brimmer's hat staring down at a screen. It ain't rocket science, guys, and I don't understand how Bassmaster can be so freaking thick-skulled that they don't see that. Their organization is getting trashed and getting hammered, while at the same time the NPFL, the stock in it is through the roof, guys. If NPFL was still in stock right now, I'd be buying it up right and left, because they are headed in the right direction. They're the ones that had the courage to do the right thing, and they saw the writing on the wall for whatever reason. Their motivations are their own motivations, but the point is they did the right thing, and they got rid of that damn live scope. There's nothing. I've talked to you about it over and over, guys. Freaking live scope, forward-facing sonar. It's the most evil, destructive technology our sport has ever seen. It's decimating our sport. It's killing the tradition and the heritage of it, the mystery and the magic. We've been all through it. It absolutely sucks. It's terrible. And NPFL recognized that. They had their pulse on the pulse of the bass anglers in this country, and they're responding accordingly. So, guys, I just want to, number one, thank you very much, NPFL, for what you've done. I mean, you guys, to be honest with you, it's like I've watched NPFL since the beginning. And I was a little skeptical at first, because when they first came out, I thought, oh man, it's just another tournament circuit. Like, we need another tournament circuit. And then they sort of, held their own for a couple of years. They had, they did their own deal. They weren't flashy. They didn't draw a lot of attention to themselves. But guys, when they banned forward-facing sonar from their tournaments, in light of the fact that everybody is outraged that it's still legal, guys, their popularity went through the roof, and it's going to continue to go through the roof. And the problem that we've seen here, and I don't see any changes in it, is Bassmaster and MLF are too beholden to the electronic companies. They would rather get that annual check from the electronic companies than they would to see their organization, flourish and thrive amongst the anglers and the viewers and the participants of the sport. Obviously, their motivations are for money, because it's not for the good of the sport. They're not allowing forward-facing sonar in their tournaments because it increases the sustainability of our sport, makes fishing better, brings something positive in the sport. All it does is destroy. Forward-facing sonar destroys everything it touches, and it's money. I mean, I don't care what anybody says about it. It's completely motivated by money. Money is the freaking root of evil. Money corrupts, and we've seen it, how Bassmaster and MLF Bass Pro Tour are self-destructing themselves because of their bullhead doubling down on forward-facing sonar, while at the same time NPFL doing the right thing is freaking, taking off like a rocket right now. So let's keep it going, guys. Keep the momentum going. Keep hammering away at the Bass Pro Tour, MLF. I think, again, the Toyota Series and BFLs are great circuits. They need to get rid of the forward-facing sonar too. But when you're talking about the marquee tour level on professional bass fishing, which is the Bass Pro Tour, the Elite Series, and the NPFL, there's no place for it. And keep hammering away at Bassmaster and MLF to do the right thing. Stop telling them to kowtow and kiss the ring of the electronic companies. Tell them to get a spine. Tell them to grow a spine. Tell them to tell the electronic companies, you're not going to tell us what to do, and you can still be part of our organization. We still want to use your electronics like your two-dimensional sonar, but we don't want that live scope bullshit. And it is bullshit, guys. Support NPFL, guys. Let them know that you love the format. Let them know that you love the fact there's no forward-facing sonar spotlighting for bass. And that's how we make change for the positive. And all you guys out there that say forward-facing sonar is here to stay and the genie's out of the bottle and there's no turning back technology, you guys are wrong. You guys are going to be proved wrong, and I stand by that. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take. And like I said, they're going to go down screaming and fighting and arguing to get rid of forward-facing sonar because of the money part of it. But in the end, doing the right thing is going to prevail. And like I said, forward-facing sonar and the technology that's preparing to advance past forward-facing sonar does nothing but destroy the sport of bass fishing. It does nothing but diminish and degrade the experience of bass fishing. So again, guys, support NPFL. Hope you guys are well. Talk later.